I came to Penn as a new mother who needed to get out of the house because I had always worked, and I found myself as a new mother needing to get out. And I had a friend who worked at Penn in the um, biology department, and she invited me to come in. I interviewed and basically got an entry-level position. I came in 1989, and when I came, the Women's Center was housed at Houston Hall. And they had, I think as I recall it, a bunch of cubbies, so to speak, little spaces and a lot of activity coming and going. And when I came, they were really, really looking forward to the Women's Center. And they knew that eventually they would get a bigger space. It was just a question of time. At the end of the day, when they got the space on Locust Walk, I remember that we were all rejoicing. Ironically, I've always been a feminist. I was raised at the beginning of what I considered in the 70s, and that's when I came of age. And I was very much affected and aware of all the things that were going on. Right even before I was even aware that there was an actual feminist movement, as a young woman, I was so aware of the discrepancies in society. In many, many ways, they had an effect on me. They gave me a sense of I wanted to be empowered. And that was kind of the thing that kept me motivated. And so when I got to women's studies in 1989, was like finally coming to a place that actually spoke to me as a woman, as a person who was interested in growing intellectually, emotionally. I needed community, and I realized that when I came into this part of the university. I noticed that there were very tight communities. There was the African American community. I wanted to be a part of a community, a place to go to connect. There wasn't no such thing that had to do with Latinos. So that's one of the causes that I took on. I organized with other faculty, Latino faculty, and some Latino staff, and together we worked towards having La Casa Latina on campus. So we were very busy with that. We did a lot of work. We got the students vested in that, and we made it their move, their movement, their request to have a place. It always amazes me, after reading some of the article that came out this week around issues of violence, that's still a problem. And you wonder the work that goes behind trying to address those issues, and the fact that they're still so prevalent. Body image for young women is still a problem. Some things have changed. We have a women's center, we have a GSWS program. There's programming on both sides, whether it's the academic or the women's center version, that these issues are always talked about in classes. But I just find that these problems are still existent. Over the years, there have been many students from all walks of life and from all ethnicities that I've talked to. And one of the things that I always tell them is that they're here at Penn, and that it's an amazing opportunity to participate in as much programming as they can, and to follow their interests, to become aware of the issues facing women, to take courses in gender, sexuality, and women's studies, even if they don't want to major in it, even if they don't want to minor in it. I just think that if you take at least one course in like our intro, it just changes the lens that you look at the world through. And I think that's a very empowering thing. I am very excited about this year. We're celebrating our 40th anniversary. I think it's a wonderful time to look at our history and appreciate the journey and the things that we experienced in order to get to this point, but definitely look at our future and the things that we can do, not just the Women's Center, but GSWS. The Penn Women's Center is a place that is open to women. And even more importantly, it has a place for men as well. And I think that as women, as we evolve and as we learn and as we get an appreciation for our history and our place, it's important to partnership with men who support us, because they're also part of what will take us to the next phase in our history.